Your home with BuildAid on Mix 93.8. Proudly brought to you by AfriSam. AfriSam, creating concrete possibilities.
BuildAid on Mix 93.8 FM. Good evening. My name's Graham Alexander. In the studio, who's back? Simon.
Yay.
Yeah, good to have you back. And Kay looking after all of us and having some fun.
Yeah, we got an incredibly large bag of avos and a bag of macadamia nuts to give away tonight. Fresh from Sabi and brought to us today, was delivered straight from Sabi. So listen up. Here's the question. I'm looking for the name of the song where these lyrics come from. If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. And you've got to know which song I'm talking about because it's one of our favorite bands on this station. So SMS us on 41348.
Okay, those aren't avos. They're small watermelons.
No, they're ginormous.
You only get those in the sort of Nelspruit area.
Absolutely. Straight from Sabi.
I'm going to be chatting to Jessica van der Walt. She's the operations manager at Century Property Developments. Talking about Century generally and about their new development down the road. My guest this evening, Jessica van der Walt. Jessica, thanks so much for coming to chat to us.
Thanks for having me.
You've been around at Century for, I think it's 8 years or so. As long as I've known Century, you've been there making sure that things work properly.
Trying, I guess.
You've always been a small team at Century, and how many are you in the sort of core management group?
On our executive council, we've got about 9 people, which have been on the council for the last 6 years. And we do our part. We work very hard and we're quite passionate about what we do. So we're a good team.
Jessica, we're going to chat about your new development called The Sheds and the home decor show that you have on this weekend. But before we get there, I want to talk to you about your other developments.
Okay.
That have been going on. And we've talked about Waterfall down the road many times on the show, and it's pretty much a landmark as well now that they're building the city, and that huge tower with a building being built around it, which used to be Savannah sort of 6 or 7 years ago. It's just a felt. So you've achieved some amazing things there.
Yeah, I mean, from the residential point of view, which Century's involved in, we've done, I think, a phenomenal job with regards to lifestyle, security, creating, that one-stop shop with the school being there, and with the partners like Atterbury and Attack, we've got the hospital, the Mall of Africa, and then the offices. So Group 5 have moved in and a few other big names. So, you could walk to school, work, go shop, eat, enjoy life, all within a 5-kilometer radius, which was the bigger picture.
Have you sold out at Waterfall?
We've got 22 stands left, so yeah, we like to think so.
So they could be gone in a month.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Although things have slowed down, I guess, for everybody. Because I know when you first started Waterfall and you were selling so many sites, it was almost unbelievable.
Yeah, listen, we've had some phenomenal months and amazing years, and we're very grateful for how well we've done. The market at the moment, I don't think it's ideal. I think a lot of people have got a bit of concern about certain, different aspects in the country. But lucky for us, Waterfall's done exceptionally well with regards to return on investment and the product that's been delivered. So we've got a lot of confidence in the brand and in the area. So from our side, we're still doing exceptionally well.
Your home with BuildAid on Mix 93.8. Proudly brought to you by AfriSam. AfriSam, creating concrete possibilities.
My name's Graham Alexander. I'm chatting to Jessica van der Walt. Jessica's from Century Property Development. She's the operations manager there. And I know it gives me this sort of wry smile whenever I've been to a Century Property Development who's looking after everything? It's Jessica. Jessica, one of the developments you guys are busy with and have been for some time now is at River Sands, and it's quite different. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, River Sands is probably one of my most favorite projects that we've embarked on. Mark being the visionary and us just helping to make it happen. He built what we call the incubation hub. So basically what it is it's a university for small businesses. The idea of it was to rather target the small business owners in Diepsloot and give them an opportunity to really make it in life, because as we all know, it's not so easy starting a business in South Africa, especially when you have no funding. So basically what it is we have like an interview process where you come in and you tell us about your business, and there's certain items that have to be ticked off the list. So bank account, you obviously have to have a business that's registered and stuff like that. We then give you occupation into the incubation hub. It's a 3-year program, rent-free. And what we do is we help that small business become a big business. So we have a marketing team, we have a financial team, we have architects there, we have financial people, which I've already said, which we help with finance, with the banks. Nedbank's been incredible with making the project what it is. We've got partners on board like Coca-Cola and Volvo. And the whole idea behind it is that we basically help the small company become a big company, become professional, and we assist them with getting offtake agreements with bigger organizations in order to grow their business.
The position of the project is very close to Diepsloot. Now, obviously, that was an intentional aim of Century. How many people have got involved already from Diepsloot?
Well, with regards to the training, which we run on a daily basis, we've had over 5,000 people take part. So you just register at the door and you come in, and we've got training on marketing, training on starting your own business. We've got professionals from big companies that come in and do talks to inspire people to start their own business. We've got Fidelity that have come on board, and they do a 6-month program where they take people from Diepsloot and they turn them into security guards and offer them jobs, which has been incredible. So they've been a great partner on for us. So with the training, it's been incredible, over 5,000 people. With regards to the small businesses that we have within the organization, we're at 127 at the moment. And all of them have done so well. I mean, I don't think we could be prouder. We've got anything from cooking sauces to brake manufacturers to signage to, I mean, you won't believe, you can get anything and everything from the incubation hub.
It's fantastic to hear that something's actually been done, it's working, as opposed to just a building that may be used for training. Do some of these businesses have the opportunity then to rent space, commercial or industrial space, to run their businesses? Is that how it works, or,
yes,
or can they operate anywhere?
Well, I mean, they could. If they decided that they get a lot of business from Bryanston, they would prefer to be closer to Bryanston. They're more than welcome to leave us after the 3 years and go and find another space. But the idea of the incubation hub and River Sands as a whole is to have industrial pockets. So we'll have small businesses, big businesses, large businesses, huge companies, and the whole idea is that everyone within the precinct operates with each other. So they'll help the small businesses, and eventually the small business will become the big business, and then it'll just become like the cycle of life for everyone's businesses.
And building an economy within an area.
Ideally.
Rather than buying from the outside, buy from within.
Exactly.
And moving abroad, you guys also have some plans.
Yeah, we've got a fantastic relationship with Redham Schools. So how it works is we buy the land, we build the school, and then they rent it from us. So we've done a few in South Africa, and then we've got a few that are overseas. So London, Switzerland, Milan. Again, hands up to go project manage any of those.
Redham Schools, how many have you done in South Africa?
I think we're sitting at 6. At the moment. I'm not 100% involved with the schools. From a marketing point of view, we obviously help with the marketing, but Michael Bishop heads up the schools. So he does the design, he manages the build. It's become like his baby. And the thing about the look and feel of the Redham schools is we try and be, architecturally on the edge. We try and push the boundaries. I mean, the one at Waterfall for me looks like Hogwarts from Harry Potter. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, I think from that side of the business, it's been a great success.
Obviously, one of these schools is the schools you're putting into your developments are these schools.
Yes. So in all our developments, we have a Redham school. We also have Redford, which is the same brand, same education, just slightly smaller building. So the school fees are slightly less because there's obviously not so much additional costs, but all the look and feel of them is standard across the board, And the demand has been just incredible. I mean, the waiting list at Waterfall, you won't believe. I mean, you literally have to book your child before you fall pregnant.
Amazing. The mushroom project, you mentioned there's going to be a shopping centre there.
Yes.
It's probably only a couple of kilometres from the shopping centres that you have in Waterfall. What I found amazing is they were only recently finished. You go there on a Saturday morning, there's no parking. It's full.
It's crazy. I think
Where
people
did these
just
people
like to
come
shop.
from? And up near Crowthorne, they're fixing up the Crowthorne shopping centre, and there's another one being built just down the road at the
Yes.
T-junction, and they're probably also going to be full.
Yeah, we're doing a JV with Atterbury on 14th Avenue and on the Mushroom Farm with regards to the shopping centre, and they've managed to secure some fantastic tenants. The idea for Mushroom Farm was to be more kind of like a Parkhurst vibe, so more of like walking along the street and finding individual restaurants and each having their own theme rather than like a mall. And I think if we go with something slightly like that, it'll be a good attraction because it's more of a European feel rather than being in a shopping centre.
You can see Kay nodding. It's because she loves Parkhurst.
We all love Parkhurst.
I don't like malls.
Before I say goodbye, Jessica, let's just check who won the avos and the macadamia nuts.
Okay, well, that goes to Sean and Michelle, the two of them together. Winners, well done. You're going to be having a little bit of a party with guacamole, obviously, and nuts. Let's hope you have a nutcracker.
And we're going to get that bag of oranges off to Dirk.
Off to Dirk, absolutely. So you can have his mix for his vodka. So the answer was, of course, Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. We're going to play out with that song a little bit later. So stay tuned to listen.
Kay and Simon, thank you so much. And to Ian for videoing the show as he does every Wednesday.
And to Luke and Lolly for delivering
The fruit from Sabi.
From Sabi. Thanks, guys.
We have Luke and Lolly. They actually delivered it here in the studio. They're sitting watching the show. But to Jessica, my guest from Century Property Developments, thank you so much for coming and chatting to us.
Thanks for having me.
We do this every Wednesday between 6 and 7. Chat to you next week. Ciao.
Your home with BuildAid on Mix brings you all sorts of interesting info about building. Graham Alexander chats to different guests every Wednesday evening between 6 and 7. Proudly brought to you by AfriSam. AfriSam, creating concrete possibilities.